Welcome back, guys, for another video. This is Brandon with SwoleDaddyDetroit.com, and today I'm only 5 days out from my first marathon. All right, so we have just 5 more days. Today is Tuesday, and my race is going to be this Sunday. So what I wanted to kind of take you guys through today is what my training has been for about the last 8 weeks, and then kind of what I have planned for the rest of this week. And then I'll probably do one more video the day of the race or the day after, just kind of with the conclusion, the results, what happened, all that good stuff. So check it out. So I ended up going through Strava, and I kind of mapped out everything that I've done here since I started training for this marathon on May 30th. So prior to this, I was already in really good shape. I competed in a men's physique, bodybuilding competition week before this. But for that competition, I was basically just doing running, no running, just steady state cardio on the treadmill, mostly a lot of long walks, a lot of brisk walks and stuff for 1 hour. Even the week before the competition, sometimes 2 hours. So if we break this bad boy down, I kind of put in, basically I split all my training between running and then cycling, which mostly was mountain biking, but sometimes this would be just kind of an easy ride to go to the gym. I only live about 3.5 miles from the gym, so it'd be like a 7-mile ride in total, but maybe 30 minutes or so. But basically, if you look kind of week by week, so the first week for running, I did about 23 miles, 28, and then this is where I actually had started. I went on vacation for a few days, so we didn't get much mileage in there. And then these 2 weeks, same thing. I kind of came back from this vacation, and then boom, me and my wife went on a couple-week vacation, so not much there. And then getting back into it, pretty good week that week coming back. And then this was the best week just because this is where I did my big run. So this is like a couple Fridays ago. We got 18 miles in here. And so this was my long run. And then last week I kind of decided, okay, we'll start tapering it down. So I think the biggest run we did was only about 9 miles. That was last Friday. And then this week I'm planning on, I've already done just kind of some biking and stuff and some short runs, some like 5-kilometer stuff. So nothing major this week. Lots of rest, lots of good eating and recovery, all that good stuff. But if we kind of look over here, it looks like basically for this whole last 8 weeks, we've averaged only 15 miles a week, and then we biked about 10 miles a week. So, we'll see if this is enough to get me in shape for the marathon. But I will tell you guys, like 2 weeks ago when I ran this 18 miles, this was 2 laps at the course that I'll be racing at, where that's going to be 3 laps. And I can say probably without a doubt, I'm pretty dang sure I could have did another lap. This took me like 2.5 hours or something. But I just ran out of time too. But under race conditions, I wasn't hurt. Nothing went bad. I think I averaged like 9.5, 10 minutes. Well, I think it kind of progressively got slower, but I think I was staying around 10 minutes those last couple miles, which is my goal. My whole race goal was just kind of average out 10 minutes, take about 4.5 hours or so. So again, kind of what I'm thinking is, listen, if you're in pretty good shape, and even if you're not specifically a runner, like I wouldn't say, I'm really a runner, at least not the last couple of years. I've been doing a lot more biking and stuff. But the things that I do with my weightlifting and doing the steady state cardio and some biking in between seems to keep me in pretty dang good shape, where it hasn't taken a lot to get into running condition, right? So hopefully we're not going to have any injuries come Sunday. I don't think we will. I'm not planning on like racing and trying to come in the top 3 for my class. I just literally want to cross that finish line. I don't care how long it takes. I would like to be able to kind of run the whole thing and not have to really walk. So that's my other goal, is that hopefully I can just kind of run it all and knock it all out. And, if I can, somewhere between 4 to 5 hours would be cool. I've never really ran much faster than about 9-minute miles. So maybe we'll have a few of those, but I imagine it's going to taper off into the 10s and all that good stuff. So the last 8 weeks of training, actually, since all these runs are so freaking long, I've been listening to like a lot of Audible audiobooks. So I listened to the one that was called, I think, 26 Marathons by Meb. I forget his last name, Kaflinsky, something. But that dude ran 26 marathons in his career. that was a really, really awesome book. And then now I'm reading some other kind of a more technical book from a marathon coach who's kind of giving you a lot of good information on running and training and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, just stuff to keep you interested. Now, the day of the run, I will probably have my headphones. I'll probably have just one headphone in because I'll probably end up kind of talking to people as we run. And then that way I can still be able to hear people too. If someone's trying to pass me or whatever, I can still kind of listen to music, but also still be able to have that passing and stuff happen. So I'm pretty stoked. So far I've got my gels. I'm using GU gels from Amazon. I've got kind of my whole little my little fanny pack belt that's going to carry some Gatorade. Still actually not sure. They're going to have aid stations, so I don't know if I even need to carry the Gatorade, but maybe I will, just as kind of a backup. And other than that, I'm going to bring some sports tape, just in case if I get a blister, so I could stop if I had to, tape up my foot. That is something that happened on my long 18-mile run. So this whole training, I've never gotten a blister ever. And then when I did that long 18-mile run, right towards the last 3 or 4 miles, I noticed I was starting to get a blister on my right foot, like kind of near my big toe. So I did get some tape just in case. I'll stop and tape it up if we need to. Hopefully we don't have to. And kind of the funny part about that, when I ran that day, they were with some brand new socks that I'd bought, some Saucony special marathon socks that are supposed to be made for long distance running. So when I wore those, that was the day that I got a freaking blister, where when I just wear my normal, regular cheap Costco Puma socks this whole other training session, I've never gotten, any kind of foot problems like that. So I don't know what it was, if it was just the extra mileage or if it was that actual sock, but I don't plan to wear those socks for the marathon, just to be safe. I'm going to stick with what's tried and true and works. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, otherwise I'm pretty stoked. I'm ready for it. I'm going to have my wife, my kids, they're going to kind of come meet me at the finish line to see me cross the finish line. And there's a cool tracking app that the race venue provides. I guess you just kind of like Strava. But anyway, my wife will be able to track me, see where I'm at, so she can just plan to get there and kind of show up right around when I cross. The race also is going to be a rolling start between 5 to 7 a.m. So I'm probably planning to start sometime between 6 and 7, 6 and 6:45, because I think if you get there past 6:45, then you have to wait till the official kind of start at 7. But I'd like to get started a little bit early just so I have some more time, and so hopefully it's not so hot, especially it's probably going to take me 4.5 hours. So if I start at 6:30, then I'll be done hopefully by like 11 o'clock or so, 10:30, 11. So anyway, so yeah, so a few more days to go. A few more quick, easy, just training sessions this week, and then we're going to be at the finish line. So I just hope that stuff like this inspires some of the other guys to give this a shot, especially if you're maybe looking into running a marathon, but you haven't really even ran before, but you're already maybe pretty fit, pretty good shape. I'm doing this within, say, 8 weeks, and if you look at my plan again, I mean, there was about 2.5 weeks where I didn't really train at all. I mean, we're talking no weightlifting, nothing other than like some hiking and stuff while you're on vacation. But you better believe I was in Ireland, so I was drinking Guinness every single night. So it wasn't healthy at all, and still I think we're in pretty dang good shape. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Now, obviously, my time's going to suck. I'm not going to be very fast, but I think that's where on the next marathon, if we do one in September, then we'll work on the speed. But right now, I'll just be stoked just to complete it and just say, hey, I got those 26 miles in. So anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. So we'll catch you back here in a few days after we do the marathon. And don't forget, check out SwoleDaddyDetroit.com and also Amazon.com/SwoleDaddy for your wrist wraps and wrist straps. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.